Hey, welcome back to CFMOTOsiderider. Today is going to be a different kind of video. What I'm up to today, it's January 2nd. It's still New Year's, kind of. It's the Sunday, it's the last weekend of the holidays, the last day of the holidays. And you know what? It's past noon time and I still haven't done too much today. I put out a video this morning and I haven't really done much since. But this is the plan today. I have a wood burning furnace in my basement. I also have a fireplace, so I burn firewood and I cut and split my own firewood. I'll show you all my wood that I have over there, my wood shelter. But I got to bring some wood around to the back. And what I usually do is I use my ATV here, my old 2004 Suzuki Eiger, and I hook up my 5x10, I think it is, 5x10 steel trailer behind this, and I fill that thing up. I make one big trip, but I don't want to do that this year. Although I use the Z-Force for fun, you know, trail riding and such, I want to use it for work as well. Whether that's dragging logs out of the woods, you know, for firewood, but also moving the firewood from over at the wood shelter around to the back of the house where we keep our wood for burning. But when I was buying the Z-Force, I was thinking of getting a U-Force because of the big box, and it's more built for that. But I knew I would really enjoy the trails more than anything. Going for rides out in the trails, that's what I was going to use it more for, so that's why I went with the Z-Force. I didn't think the box was big enough, but you know what? I did a few loads about a week ago with this, and there's enough room in there to put at least enough wood for a day and a half, during cold weather that is. So anyways, that's what I'm going to be using this for today. I'm going to go get some wood, bring it around. I'm going to make about 3 trips, so I'll have enough there for about a week, at least 5 days anyway. And I thought I'd make a video about this and bring you along with me. Some of you may be into burning firewood and stuff. You might enjoy this sort of thing. And it's kind of a vloggy kind of video, but it's going to be fun. I enjoyed trying new things, and I thought this would be fun to bring you along with us. So we'll get started. We'll fire this up. We'll head over to the wood shelter and we'll start loading this up, and then we'll go unload it. So this is the wood shelter. You know, we try to keep ahead of it, and we try to make sure we give our wood time to season so that when we burn it, we get the most efficiency out of our wood and our furnace. So we got quite a stack. We got a wood shelter here. It's 10 by 25 feet. I'll take you around the sides. You can see how deep it is. I built this 2 years ago. We had some scrap metal roofing left over, and I used rough lumber for most of it, and the cedar posts that you see are all from our property here. We just cut them down and stripped them. And on the base, my neighbor lent me, well, I shouldn't say lent me, gave me some of those cement blocks to use. Instead of putting the posts in the ground, it's sitting down on top of cement blocks all the way around. There's what is there, 2, 4, 6 posts. So that's the wood shelter. It wasn't a real hard build. We got leg bolts everywhere we need to keep it strong. I almost wish I had another one the same size, because I could really store wood ahead of time and let it season really good. Because all this wood here is all cut and split since last March, April I was completely done, and it was all in here. So it hasn't even been a year. We're already burning some of it. It's dried out pretty good, at least the first row anyway that gets all the sun. Now, if you want to see how I built this, you want to see videos of when we built this, or you want to see the big logging truck bringing our logs and cutting and splitting and stacking process, I do have another YouTube channel you may or may not know of. It's called Getting It Done North of 7. And that channel's about 2 years old. Yeah, just a little over 2 years old. And I have all kinds of videos on that sort of thing. I have videos on ATV repair, car repair, home repair. We even have some snow plowing on there with the ATV. I haven't done any snow plowing videos with the Z-Force. I keep that pretty much on the CFMOTO Siderider channel, this one here. But anyway, that's the history on the firewood shelter here, the woodshed, and why we do all this. You know, we save a lot of money on oil. We have an oil furnace as well. I'll tell you, that stuff is expensive. Like here in Canada, we had it filled up over 2 months ago and it was $1.29 a liter. This, I'm glad we had this in place and ready to burn this winter. Now, I have a bunch of wood that's underneath my deck near the walkout door, the walkout basement, and that firewood is seasoned quite a bit longer than this one is, at least another year. So it's got about 2 years of drying. So we've been burning that ever since the cooler weathers have come, you know, over 2 months now. But we're starting to get into this now, just a bit. You know, I'm just starting to mix it up a little bit. So when I got like a good hot fire burning, this wood here can go in next and it just dries quick. So let's get at it. We'll start loading up this box. You know, that's not a very big box, but it holds enough wood, surprisingly. I can stack it up to here, up to the roof line. So it holds, like I said, one load in here is probably a day and a half of firewood. Whoa. Now I'll just keep loading up the back of the Z-Force here and I'll speed up the video so it's not so boring for you. So there we have it. We got a decent load in the back of the CFMOTO Z-Force, so we'll take it around the back now and unload it. So this is where I keep all the firewood that I want close to the house. I keep this pretty full most of the time, so that we don't have to keep making trips like this. But like I said, this year I'm gonna try it different. Just bring in maybe a week at a time. I already have probably a month's worth under there. So we're gonna move all this into here. But first I'm gonna bring you in and show you our wood furnace. And we're gonna go get a basket and we'll bring in a stack of wood and just bring it right into indoors. So this is where we bring it in. Here's our wood furnace right here. I know this has nothing to do with the CFMOTO, but just want to show you what I use my CFMOTO for. So this is our wood furnace right here. And you can pretty much heat the home like this all winter. The only time we really burn any oil is maybe through the middle of the night. And that's about it. Maybe on a real cold day you would. But when it's been mild like it has been, the furnace doesn't really come on through the night. So when I wake up around 6 a.m., I come down here and I fire up this wood furnace and we heat most of the day with it like this. So my phone just died. I guess it didn't like the cold weather, so I switched over to my GoPro. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish unloading this wood, put it into the basement, and then my boys mentioned they wanted to go out for a ride, so we're going to go out for a ride on this and my son's C-Force 500 and have ourselves a bit of fun out on the trail. So guys, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. You wouldn't believe how much that helps me out. And again, thank you for watching and supporting us, and we'll see you on the next video.